Today we're making brownies from a box. Now before you get too excited and say, oh well, anybody can do that, we're going to do a little something special with it. But first of all, I want to show you about brownies and looking at actually reading the box. So we have two brownies here. Now you look at this one and it's salted caramel. Look at that brownie. Does that not look amazing? And then you have your generic great value brownie that's probably, you know, a third less price or even half the price of this one. And you go, oh, I'm going to get this one. And, you know, if you get it on sale or something, you get it and you say, good. In all honesty, the actual brownie you get, there's not a whole lot of difference between all the different brands. This one gives you a little pouch of this salted caramel stuff you put on it, and you cook it, and it was okay. I didn't really get this incredible salted caramel taste from it. Would I ever pay more to get something like this again? No. But I got these on sale for really cheap, so I thought I'd try them out. This, however, is a good deal because if you actually read the box, this is an 8x8 or 9x9 square pan, and this one makes a 9x13 square pan, so one of the bigger pans. So not only is this cheaper, it makes a bigger pan of brownies. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you make a little pan like that, they're gone like in an hour. Everybody goes feast on them and they're gone. The larger pan is nicer. They last a little while longer. So today we're going to use the Great Value Brownie mix, and we're going to make it exactly like the directions say, in a 9x13 pan, and we're going to get back to you in a little bit once they're done. Okay, so our brownies are cooked, and I've been cooling them for a while. They're a little warm, but they've firmed up. When you first take them out of the oven, you know, if you touch them, they kind of cave in, and you want them to firm up, so it's done that. So what we're going to make is we're going to make like a ganache to pour all over the top. So you can use all different things to make the ganache. I'm going to be using the mini kisses, so a milk chocolate kind of thing. You can use semi-sweet chips. You can use white chocolate chips, dark chocolate, whatever you like. Even you can even use peanut butter chips and butterscotch chips. Do you remember that brownie box I showed you with the sea salt? Well, they do have sea salt caramel chips, and you can make the ganache so you have a nice thick ganache layer of sea salt caramel, which is way better than the other ones. And once you make the ganache and put it on here, you can leave it plain, or you can add something like score or toffee bits to it. If you've put on used peanut butter chips, you can use Reese's mini pieces if you like, or chopped up peanut butter cups. You can use things like the M&M minis. Whatever you like on top, you can add that if you like it as well. So the ganache is really, really simple to make. You use 35% cream, so heavy cream or whipping cream, wherever you're from. So this container works out to be about 2 cups exactly. So I'm going to put this in, and over medium heat I'm going to heat it to a boil, and then immediately put in the same amount of chocolate of chips. So I will put in 2 cups, which is usually a bag of chips, into it, and mix it around till it's completely combined. I'll show you that as soon as I get this boiled. So my cream is boiling, And now I'm going to put in 2 cups, which is the whole bag, a little short of it, but in with the cream. And I'm just going to keep stirring it until it's all incorporated and all of the chocolate melts. It'll take a couple of minutes of stirring. You'll find the chips kind of, see how they clump together, but give it time. So I've been stirring this for a few minutes, and as you can see, it's kind of, well, maybe you can't see it, but it feels nice and kind of thick and rich, and you're just going to want to keep checking the bottom to make sure everything has been dissolved. If you're having problems, if it's a few pieces just aren't dissolving, you can put it back on the burner just on low and continue to stir it. You don't want the bottom to burn, and keep stirring it until everything's dissolved. So once it's dissolved, you're just going to let it sit, because what you want it to do now is it's going to thicken up a bit. So you're just going to leave it here for about 20 minutes. After that time, if it's not thick enough, you can even put it in the fridge to get a little thicker. You don't want it like pudding thick. I'll show you how you do it. You still want it to be pourable, because you're going to pour it all over here, but you don't want it so hot that it's going to affect this layer. So once you pour it, you can immediately add some of these Chipids or whatever you want to, or just leave it plain, and then this will go in the fridge, and you'll keep it there for a couple of hours or so until it's actually, it's almost like a fudge layer that you're going to get. If you've ever had like a Hostess cupcake, you know that fudgy topping they have on it, that's like a ganache, so that's going to be all over this eventually, and I'll show you when we're ready to pour it on. So I ended up putting this in the fridge for a bit. It's getting significantly thicker, but once I put it on here and it thins out, it'll end up getting a lot thicker in a quicker amount of time. So we're just going to pour this over the entire thing. I think we're just going to sprinkle a few of these on here, just to give it a bit of color. They're sinking in a bit, and that's okay. They'll just become part of it, so they don't fall all off. So I'm going to put this entire thing in the fridge now, and I'll come back and show it to you. Once it's thickened, and we can cut it and eat it. So the brownies are done. They've got a nice, it's like soft but not super soft layer on top. If you find yours doesn't firm up quite enough at first, you can just toss it in the freezer for 20 minutes to firm it up, and it becomes an absolutely rich and decadent brownie. And you can layer, you can vary the toppings, like I said, if you want. Give it a try. Let us know what you think. and look forward to more recipes from us. Please, though, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.